Getting everything set up. Opt out of those changes. Alright. Let's see if this mic is working. Sounds like it's working over there. Get some music playing in the background. I don't even think y'all can hear it if this mic is working. Sounds like it's working over there. Get some music playing. There we go. Did not realize it was going to play the sound of my desktop. We got that taken care of. Alright. So Twitch is working just fine. No issues there. What about YouTube? Should also be working fine. Streaming pretty good. Awesome. Perfect. Both of those are working just fine. And switch back over to check out our chat. Go to quick hi. Ooh, goodness gracious. Have to do that later. Awesome. We'll hit it up with a quick hi from over here. That should still drop it in just like that. And since I can't even hear the music in the background, I'm going to go ahead and turn that the freak down. Make it so I can think. Here we go. Alright, well, it's been a minute since we've done this. And it's probably going to be rough. But we're going to enjoy it all the same. So we have a booster box of Chaos Rising. And we are going to be ripping into this thing today. And just enjoying the ability to open some packs. Now, I don't know how I got lucky with this. I saw the alert go out, but I was at work and wasn't able to join the queue. And it's probably about 2 in the afternoon when I finally got off of work. And I go outside and I see everyone saying that everything's out of stock and everything, and I joined the queue just, to see what it was, because I didn't even know Chaos Rising was dropping. And sure enough, it put me into a queue. I waited for probably 5 minutes, and all the ETBs were gone. All the booster bundles were gone, but it still showed these as being active, so I threw one in my cart, and it let me check out. So that was freaking awesome. But yeah, we are going to open up some Chaos Rising, and hopefully we'll get some good pulls. I have almost an entire deck made out of perfect order. It's a fighting deck, and I would love to build a second one. Alright, we got a Litleo, Wormpond, Pumpkinboo, Zubat, Sudowoodo, Delibird. Not sure if I need him or not. I am currently making a National Dex binder, and yes, I need this one. I'm less than 200 cards from being completely done. This Pokemon is in the active spot and it is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon. Even if it's knocked out, place 3 damage counters on them. For each grass energy. Okay. So that's 60 damage right off the bat if you have enough for him to attack. And if you just compound for some stuff on, that's not too bad. Matang. We got a full art Mega Dragaggle. That is a beautiful card. And we have a Steel Energy. There's a code card for whoever wants it. We are going to go right ahead and get this guy into a sleeve. Corrosive Liquid. Discard all Pokemon tools and special energies from all of your opponent's Pokemon. That's pretty good. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned during Pokemon 160 damage. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Of course, I am new to the TCG, so some of y'all might come in here and be like, that's awful. I don't know what you're talking about. But to me, doing 160 damage, or they have to switch out. Because what's going to happen is the turn's going to change. They're going to get 160 damage. And then, before the turn ends, they have to make the decision. Do they keep their Pokemon in? Do the attack, knowing next turn is going to have another 160 damage. So that's going to be a total of 320 damage. So basically they're getting knocked out, and yeah, I think that's pretty good. Why are you still showing that? There we go. My restream was not up to date. Octillery, how you doing, buddy? Let's move that there. Move you over off to the side. You can tell it's been a minute since I've done this. Alright. I have been missing this Pokemon. This is one of the 200. This is the only Pokemon from the original 150 that I need. I still have some Hisuian forms I need to grab. But I need this guy, so I'm going to stick him over here as well. Avalugg, Sudowoodo, Delibird, Ninetales. That's some beautiful artwork, by the way. Prism Tower. That's from Legends ZA. Mega Draggle. Okay, I might be building this deck. There's that code card. First 2 packs out of this thing. So we have an EX, and then we have a full art EX. First 2 packs. That is probably as lucky as I'm going to get out of this thing. So I might as well go ahead and just stop right now. Alright. I always made fun of the people that would come on here and rip a bunch of packs, but they'd have like a scissors or a small knife to cut the top off. I get it. These things are loud. Yeah, Froakie, what's up, buddy? Ferrosweed, Emma, Garbodor, Great Hall Net. Okay. Choose one or both. Shuffle up to 3 water Pokemon from your discard pile into your deck. Shuffle up to 3 energy cards. I might be making a water deck. That's pretty good, actually. I think I need him, but I'm going to stick him in there. Skrelp! I know I need Skrelp. Keldeo. Think I might need him as well. Shoot through. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Benched Pokemon. Move an energy from this Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. Okay. Chestnut, how you doing, buddy? Fighting and code card. Yeah, you know, it's been a minute. I know I used to stream all the time when we lived in Tennessee. I've recently moved to, 4 years ago I moved to Texas. And life just got crazy. Oh, upside down. We're not going to do that. Remoraid. Patrat. Watch Fly. Damage counters on each Pokemon can't be moved to other Pokemon. That would be something that could be useful. I know there's a lot of decks out there right now that utilize the ability to maneuver damage counters. Vulpix. Sluggo. Deoxys. Emma again. Legend ZA. Garbodor. Octillery. Ampharos. That is a beautiful... Is that an alternate art? Yeah, that's an alternate art. That's not an illustration rare. Might be an illustration rare. You can tell it's been a minute since I've done this. Delphox. Energy and code card. I know The vast majority of people is going to come into the stream and they're just going to forward wind until they get the code cards. That's okay. I don't mind sharing those with y'all. I might sneak one or two off to the side for myself. Just throwing that out there. Yeah, that is a beautiful Ampharos card. It's probably going to have a cute tax put on it. Watchdog, flip 3 coins. If any of them are heads, your opponent reveals their hand. For each heads, choose a card you find there and shuffle it into your opponent's deck. So you have the ability to shuffle 3 of their cards into their deck. And you get the ability to look at their hand. Carnivine, Beldum. I needed this. Deoxys defense form. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from Pokemon that have an ability. Yes, I need that for the National Dex binder. Ninetales. Mareep. And Crobat. Nighttime maneuvers. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, search your deck for a card, shuffle your deck, and put that card on top of it. Guaranteed pull for the next turn. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused and poisoned. That's not bad. Code card for y'all. So far, I really like the artwork for Chaos Rising. I'm not seeing anything insane. I know Darkrai's in the next set, but I kind of expected one to be in this set, you know. Chaos, Darkrai, kind of go hand in hand. Chespin. Don't think I need him. Mareep. Fennekin, don't need him. Baltoy. Great Hall Net, okay. Just pulled you, don't need you. Prism Tower. Stunky. Fanfy. Wait a second. Oh, Stunky was the holo. I didn't even notice. Ampharos, how you doing, buddy? I didn't even read his ability. If you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent, attacks used by this Pokemon. I'm not sure that's going to do too well. Code card for y'all. I'm going to have a massive pile of cards to sort through after all this. Also going to have a pretty decent pile of trash. Flaffy. Don't think I need that one. Octillery. Kakuna. Kakuna Matata. Remoraid. I know it says raid. Blizzleopod. Roxy's performance. During your opponent's next turn, their poison Pokemon can't retreat. Not too bad. Deoxys. Gimme. Nitro Energy. Crocodile EX. Alright. And code card. Let's see what Crocodile does. Corner. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat, so lock them in. This Pokemon has a Pokemon tool attached. This attack does 140 more damage, so 280 damage for having a tool attached. It's not bad. Not bad at all. I would love to get one of the big artworks. There's a convention coming up in town next week. Amolga. It'd be nice to have some stuff to take in to trade. You know. State of the market right now, you can barely find anything. And when you do find it, it's usually overpriced. By the way, don't go to GameScalp. I don't know why we have to keep telling people this, but people keep going. Ooh. Deoxys Reverse Hollow. Ferroseed. Trevenant. During your opponent's next turn, energy can't be attached from your opponent's hand to the defending Pokemon. Lock them down, okay. Does 10 more damage for each damage counter on all of your opponent's Pokemon. It's not, I don't think it's great, but the ability to keep them from building energy, that's pretty good. Alright, I think we're about a quarter of the way through here. 4 pools, not that great. You know, for the amount of money that you spend on these things, you kind of expect a certain return, you know? Patrat. I'd love to see the deck built around him. Vulpix. Slugoo. I think I might need Slugoo actually. Chespin. AZ's Tranquility. Might need that. Skuntank. Just got one of those this morning. Metagross. Remoraid. Deoxys. Cinccino EX. Nice full art. That is a beautiful little card. My 9-year-old's gonna go crazy over that. And there is the code card for y'all. Let's see what he does. See if he's gonna be any good in the game. If any damage is done to this Pokemon by attacks, flip a coin. If heads, prevent that damage. So you have a 50-50 chance of no damage being done to this thing. This attack does 40 damage for each energy attached to it. So a slow and steady buildup of damage as you attach energy to it. I like the ability, I don't like the attack. So that probably means it's a decent card, pretty balanced. Litleo. Golbat. Let's focus up, chat, come on. Esper. Frogadier. Might need that one, actually. Stick him off to the side. Deoxys. AZ Tranquility. Skuntank. Ho ho! Put up to 3 basic Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench. Discard an energy from this Pokemon. Okay. Maybe. Bergmite. Might actually need Bergmite. Keldeo. And there is that code card. I'm trying to keep a nice semblance of organization here as we go. Goodness gracious. Alright, Mareep. Finnegan. Baldoy. Matang. Deoxys. If the Pokemon this card is attached to has weakness to your opponent's active Pokemon type, is in the active spot, and is damaged by an attack, draw 3 cards. That is awful. Tauros. Target together, choose one of your opponent's Pokemon and flip a coin. For each of your opponent's Pokemon in play. For each of your Pokemon in play that has Tauros in its name. This attack does 50 damage. Skuntank. Kakuna. And Magnetic Energy. 0 retreat cost. I like that. I am going to try and get a couple of those and add them to the deck. Alright. We are almost at the halfway mark of this booster box. Oh, Weedle. Quellfish. Goomy. Phantom. Metagross. Deoxys Speed Form. Chespin. Encino. Mega Floette EX. Just a straight EX. Heal 30 damage for each Pokemon. Both yours and your opponent's. Ugh, I don't like that. Search your deck for up to 4 basic energy cards and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like. That's pretty good. I like that. Think we're going to add that one to the deck. Hear all my hooligans in the background rummaging around. Alright. Like I said, we've almost hit the halfway mark. Here we go. Mogla. Bergmite. Mincino. Litleo. Angifloetta. Regular Deoxys. Transform Tune. Avalugg. Froakie. And a Ho-Ho EX. There is that code card. We got the little frog dude. That is a beautiful card. Let's stick him off to the side. And grab these two out of the pile that they shouldn't be in. Like I said, I'm trying to keep this organized. So that is an illustration rare of Froakie. Beautiful artwork. Love how they did the shadow. It is gorgeous. Speaking of Froakie, come on, focus up, chat. Stunky. Quilladin. Actually think I might need you. Donphan. Tauros. Angifluetta. Deoxys. Esper. Vulpix. And Crobat. And there is that code card. Good luck to whoever gets it. I can just see somebody just sitting here going through the stream, furiously punching in all the code cards as they come up. And if that is you, it's okay. Alright, so we have a Golbat, another Esper, Frogadier, Weedle, Fearothorn. During your opponent's turn, if this card is discarded from your deck by an effect of an attack or ability. Words are hard. From your opponent's Pokemon or by an effect of your opponent's item or a supporter card, discard the top 8 cards of your opponent's deck. This is a trap card. This is an old-fashioned Yu-Gi-Oh! Trap card. This Pokemon has any special energy attached. This attack does 70 more damage. That is straight up a trap card, and I love it. De-Evolution Ray. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolution Pokemon, de-evolve it by putting the highest stage card on it into your opponent's hand. That's a bit of a disruption. Might allow you to knock them out, but it's not great. Deoxys, defense form. Claydol again. Froakie again. And Nitro Energy. I don't know if y'all saw some of the videos from Perfect Order, but there were so many scalpers losing their damn mind, ripping packs open, getting energy cards, not even energy cards, a freaking special energy card in the rare spot. And they're like, there's no Pokemon in this pack. Which is why I was able to take and get a bunch of Perfect Order and build a deck out of it. Scrap. Wimpod. Chespin. Transformation Tune. Ferrothorn. 2 more. And I've got a playset. Trevenant. I'm still trying to decide whether or not I like that card. Magnetic Energy. Obalion EX. Once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from your bench to the active spot, use this ability. Move any amount of energy from your other Pokemon to this Pokemon. During your next turn, he can't attack. So you can force him to the active spot. If he has no energy on him, you can get it on him immediately. Kind of like it, actually. Any amount of steel energy. So there is that caveat. It's not just basic energy. It has to be metal or steel energy, whichever one you want to call it. Okay. We have 2 packs left, and then we are exactly halfway through. Who knows whether or not we're going to get anything good. Quillfish, if this Pokemon is in the active spot and it is damaged, the attacking Pokemon is poisoned. Now, I might be able to build a poison deck with some of the cards I've gotten here too. Froakie, Phantom, Delibird, Felipe. Attach up to 2 basic metal energy from your discard pile to one of your metal Pokemon, steel Pokemon, if you play the games. I like Felipe. Let's put him over there. Meowstic. Move energy from your opponent's active Pokemon to one of their benched. Disruption. Kind of like it. Metagross. Deoxys. And a Bubble Energy. And basic fighting. And there's a code card. Alright, this is the halfway mark. Let's see what we got. Patrat. I think I might have a playset by now once I start digging through here. Trubbish, Pumpkinboo, Ferroseed, Deoxys, Delibird, Felipe, special red card. Use this card only if your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining. Shuffle their hand and puts it on the bottom of their deck. To put any cards on the bottom of their deck this way, draw 3 cards. Maybe. Ampharos. Grass Energy and a code card. Put that over there, that over there. I'm going to have a huge mess to clean up when this is all over with. We're going to pull this off. We're going to set this down so we can get a nice little countdown going. So we are halfway through, and we have 2 illustration rares. Two megas, 2 EXs, and 1 full art EX, and 1 full art mega. Not bad for the first half of the pack. Alright. Get this straightened up a little bit, and then we'll go into the second half. And like I said, I'm going to have a massive chunk of cards to go through after all this. Let's see if I can't build a deck. Stunky. Little dude's just sleeping. Quilladin. Donphan. Braxton. Special red card. Garbodor. Deoxys. Pumpkaboo. Nullfox. Once during your turn, discard a basic fire energy to use this ability. Draw until you have 7 cards. So, Goodra, how you doing, little buddy? That just allows you to take and dig into your deck. When your opponent's active Pokemon retreats, flip a coin. It's another trap. Keep them from moving. Well, it is called Chaos Rising, so I'm not surprised that there's trap cards laying around. Okay. Carnivine. Mareep. Watchdog. Zubat. Moustick. Special red card. Garbodor. Trubbish. Claydol. Illustration rare. Delphox. Energy and code card. Good Lord. There are some beautiful cards in this set. Still haven't got a massive hit, which would be really nice, considering they raised the price on these things. But it is nice just to be able to open some cards, to be honest with you. Chespin. Patrat. Stadium. Avalugg. Sudowoodo. Wimpod. Quellfish. Xerneas. Geostorm. This attack does 30 damage for each psychic energy attached to all of your Pokemon. Could be interesting. You're playing a pure psychic deck. You got a bunch of psychic Pokemon on the bench. Yeah, that could be interesting. Octillery. Beldum. I think I've seen just about every Pokemon that's in this set. I know I haven't seen every card, but I think I've seen about every Pokemon. Slugoo. Weedle. Mega Greninja EX. Okay, now I think I've seen every Pokemon. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, discard a basic water energy from your hand. Put 6 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So that's 60 damage at the cost of 1 energy. You may put a water energy attached to this Pokemon into your hand and have this attack do 80 more damage. So you do 60. Then you do 120, that's 180. Move a water energy to your hand. That is 260 damage. Dang. Not bad, honestly. So that is just a plain mega. Nice little pool right there. Throw that off to the side. Here we go. Focus up, chat. Trubbish. Pumpkaboo. Pharaoh Seed. Carnivine. Emma. Ninetales. Adverse Policy. Beldum. Litleo. And Chestnut. I think, one second. You may put a water energy. So it's one water energy at a time that you can do. So it's just plus 80. So you can bump this guy up to 200 damage, and then you have his ability. So you can either focus the ability on the same one you're attacking, or you can hit one of his bench. Depending on what's on the bench, I would probably focus the bench. Like I said, they named this set pretty good. Focus up there. Okay. Flaffy. Vulpix. Remoraid. Sudowoodo. Emma. Ninetales. Flaffy. Tranquility. Energy Retrieval. 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to your hand. I love the card. I love the artwork better. Steal energy, and there is that code card. Probably going to go through sometime this week and put up a video of the fighting deck that I have on my YouTube channel and see what type of improvements people think I can make with it. So like I said, I am fairly new to the card game. And while they do have events weekly for people to go and play, you're playing Mega Lucario, that's awesome. I've yet to see the Mega Lucario card, but I know they're coming out with a pre-built battle deck focused on him. The fighting deck that I have is focused around Mega Zygarde. And it's got a Snorlax in it that basically, if you're lucky enough, it just pumps energy onto the Snorlax. Which allows the Snorlax to do a crap ton of damage. And then when the Snorlax gets knocked out, because let's face it, it's going to. It's a basic card. got like 160 health. All that energy goes into the discard pile, and then I have energy retrievals and a couple of supporter cards that allows me to get it back out. And like I said, my 9-year-old, she has been taking it to the youth league, and she's been enjoying it. She's had some victories and some losses. I've yet to be able to take it up against some of the adults because life. But I'm hoping to get to go either today or later this week to one of the events that they have. Come on, Amoga. Focus up. Quailfish. Litleo. Adverse policy. I like that they have Deoxys in here. I'm not sure why they have Deoxys in here, but I like it. That's kind of where I'm at. I've played on the TCG Live a little bit. And I've played on the Pocket on my phone. I really want to play in real life. Beedrill. So this attack does 110 damage for each Beedrill or Beedrill EX. I can see someone making a Beedrill Dex. So that's good lord. I don't have the mental capacity to do this. You can get up 440 damage if you have 4 Beedrills. You've seen it on TCG Online? I believe it. Alright, looks like we're about 3/4 of the way through this booster box. Beldum, how you doing? So yeah, I want to get back into streaming weekly. I used to do that all the time. And I'm also trying to get into the habit of opening up like a pack a day and uploading it to the YouTube channel. Again, I really think with all the poison Pokemon and poison support, you could build a poison deck. Glaceopod. But yeah, this coming week, I have a Black Bolt ETB that I'm going to be opening up. Zubat. So yeah, we're going to get a pack a day of Black Bolt, and we'll see what we get out of that. Basically what I did is I wanted to do like an end of year stream, and I wound up not being able to. Personal things happened. So I got all this stuff that I bought last year that I haven't opened, just laying around. I'm like, you know what? I can take and post a video a day. Just one pack. Rip it open. Talk about the card game. Talk about the state of the hobby. Yeah, I mean, do I expect a million people to watch it? Nah, but if a couple people enjoy it, that's fine with me. And honestly, it's a nice little break from the day. I'm serious. I'm going to put this guy in a deck and see if I can't get someone to discard him. If I can just get one person. Just one person discards that thing, and then they have to discard 8 cards off the top of their pile. I would love that. Yeah, I enjoy watching real people rip packs open. Like people that actually enjoy the hobby. Maybe not the card game, but people that love Pokemon. I love watching them open up. I love them getting excited about the artwork. And I'd love to see more of that because I think it prolongs the hobby. Because right now, the way it's going, I don't see the hobby lasting. There's too many people in it just for the money right now. And that is forcing the younger generation to go to different hobbies because they can't get any Pokemon. Carnivine, Bubble Energy, and a Keldeo. Don't think I've ever seen the bottom of his hoof. I wonder if there's any lore to why it's cracked. Yeah, it is sad, to be honest with you. When I first got back into the hobby in 2020, my kids got interested in it, which got me back into it. And we started this channel. We opened packs together. They enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It gave us something to bond over. But slowly over the years, it's just gotten harder and harder to find anything. And now my older 3 don't care about it anymore. And my youngest, she still enjoys it, but even she's getting to the point where it's like, yeah, it's fun, but we can never do it. Which is why I started taking her to the youth league that they have every Saturday here. So, I know, right? Freaking awful. But we go up there. She enjoys the youth league. She plays with other kids. Sometimes it's only her and 1 or 2 other kids there. Sometimes there's almost 10 kids there, which is great. Hey! Matang. I love that they're using him for construction. It just makes sense. And Xerneas. I like this card. I'm not sure it would be viable, but I like the effect. 30 damage for each energy card on all of your Pokemon. Psychic energy card. You gotta be specific there. But yeah, we have a local convention happening this next weekend. I'm going to take some of my stuff to try and get some Snorlax stuff to collect. My girl, she wants anything Jigglypuff. And we've already bought the tickets. This September, we are going to the card party out in Dallas. That's going to be interesting. Never been to anything of that size. So hopefully we'll have a lot of fun there. Deoxys Mega Pyroar EX. Let's see what he does. During your opponent's next turn, attacks used by this defending Pokemon do 50 less. So his Pokemon does 50 less damage on the next turn. This attack does 10 less damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. This is the first time I've ever seen that. You've got the secret illustration rare of this card. Nice. 290 minus. So he does a crap ton of damage until he starts getting hurt. Makes sense, actually. There is that code card. Alright, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs left. When we get down to the last pack, we'll go through and look at everything that we've gotten. And like I said, I was stupid lucky to get this. Like, I saw my phone started blowing up, notifications going off from Twitter and everything saying that there was a queue up on the Pokemon Center. And I was at work, I couldn't join. So I'm sitting there and I'm just watching people talk about, oh, I got the ETB, I got the booster bundle, I got the booster box. And many hours later, I get off at like 2 in the afternoon, and the queue went live at 8 that morning. And I'm walking out to my car and I'm like, screw it. And I get on my phone and I go to the website, and it puts me in a queue. And it's like a 5-minute queue. And I've already seen people posting that everything's out of stock. There's nothing left. But I wait in line, I wait in the queue, and I go in. And the ETBs are out of stock. The booster bundles are out of stock. But the booster box shows in stock. So I put it in my cart and I check out. And I'm like, this is going to get canceled, right? There's no way I'm getting this. But sure enough, it came in. And I will say, I wasn't expecting to spend that type of money on this thing. Went to a Smith's toy store today. Kid and his dog got a pack nice. Mega, yes. That's awesome. I love that. Yeah, I'm constantly like, I was at a store a while back and there was a kid there and he was upset because he couldn't find anything. And I'm sitting there looking too because I want to get some for my kid. So it's me, it's his dad, it's him, and we're all looking. And like 3 sections down on the shelves behind a bunch of stuff, we find some things. So I see him and I point at his dad. I'm like, hey, come here. And he walks over and I show it to him and he gets his kid's attention. And the kid goes crazy. He's just so happy. And I let them grab what they wanted. And I grabbed a couple packs for my daughter. But as fun as that story is, it is still messed up that you have to actually look in hiding spots for these things, because people will hide them. There we go, Goomy. Frogadier. Pat Rat. Skrelp. I can't help, every time I hear Skrelp's name, I think of that song. Skrelp, I need somebody, Skrelp. They're all behind counters now. For the most part, here in America, they're behind counters. Like the big items, the ETBs, the premium collections, all of those are behind counters. But the little bitty 5-pack tins, the Pokeballs, and the single packs, they still hang up in the toy section. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. There we go. Code card for you. Wibbly, Ray Guy, thank you both so much. Doing pretty good. We've been ripping through this. Going for a little over an hour. We've got 3 packs left in this booster box. And you can kind of see the madness that's going on. And before we rip open our last pack, I'll show everybody. Exactly what we pulled this stream. We've been talking about the card game and just the state of the hobby. Come on, Pat Rat, focus up. There we go. Your chaos isn't coming in until tomorrow. It's a fun set. I'm noticing a lot of disruption. And I'm going to finish this pack and then I'll show you some of the cards that we found. Skrelp. Quilladin. Phantump. Skuntank. Meowstic. Emma, how you doing? Frogadier. Meowstic. Like Meowstic, here's one of the disruption cards that I've seen. You attack, you do 80 damage, but then you force an energy card from the opponent's active Pokemon to one of their benched. Delphox, how you doing? And there is that code card. Good luck to whoever gets it. It is cool. I like this magnetic energy. It takes away the retreat cost. If I can get it to focus up. From your steel Pokemon. So as long as it's attached to a steel Pokemon, it gives them steel energy. And it takes away the retreat cost. So they get a free retreat. Ferrothorn, his ability, if during your opponent's turn, this card is discarded from your draw pile by the effect of their attack, an ability, or by the effect of a support card or item card, they have to discard 8 cards from their deck if he gets discarded. So I thought that was pretty cool. I think I've got a playset of it. I'm going to try it out. We got some hills for EXs. We got the ability to lock in poison Pokemon so they can't retreat. And there was a couple others all throughout here. So it's a fun little set. And I think there's only like 189 cards total in the set. I might be wrong there. I feel like my camera's gone a little slanted when I showed everything off. So I apologize since we're a little sideways. Braxton, how you doing? Mareep. Deoxys. Special red card. So this, if they have 3 or fewer price cards, you have them shuffle their hand and stick it on the bottom of their draw pile, and then they can draw 3 cards. So more disruption. Avalugg. Doesn't focus when you need it to. Yeah, I get it. Sudowoodo. Engiflouette. Hey, got another EX. This is the evolution of Punkaboo. Gorgeist, I think is how you pronounce it. Horrifying Rondo. This attack does 50 more damage for each of your benched Pokemon that have damage counters. And you can discard a random card from your opponent's hand. More disruption. And there is that code card. Alright. Let's get a sleeve on this bad boy. And go through and look at everything we got. Alright. Gorgeist EX. Mega Pyroar EX. We have the illustration rare Matang. Beedrill EX. Energy Retrieval. Beautiful artwork. I love it. Mega Greninja EX. Claydol. More beautiful. Just the background. The night sky. Him floating there. I love it. Encino EX. This one is most likely going to my daughter. She loves all things cute, so that's going to be hers. Cobalion EX. Crocodile EX. If I pull another belly boat from Journeys Together, I'm going to cry. One in your binder and 6 duplicates. I get it. Mega Floetta EX. Mega Dragaggle EX. Froakie. Again, the artwork on this picture is just on point. It's beautiful. Ampharos. Beautiful. I'm gushing over this set and I can't help it. And another full art Mega Draugl EX. The illustration rares are beautiful. The full arts are beautiful as well. I hope that this set is going to turn out to be like Perfect Order, where you can go out and find a pack or two every now and then. I know Ascended Heroes, you're not going to find any of that. There's too many big hits in it. But I still see Perfect Order all the time. Like I said, I built an entire deck out of Perfect Order, and I'm hoping to do the same thing with Chaos Rising. Alright, we got a Braxton. We got a Mareep. Donphan. Plus, it's possible to get God packs. Yeah. Wimpod. Let's not talk about Prismatic. That's bad. Some of the last videos I put up on the YouTube channel was a Prismatic ETB. It was bad. Deoxys. Red card. Chestnut. Delibird. And let's not shake the audience. The final card out of this booster box. And the final card of this stream. Chestnut. So yeah. There's that last code card. Hey, you know, that's how it is sometimes. We still got some beautiful cards. I'm really happy with this Froakie. I'm really happy with Ampharos. Beautiful artwork. I think I'm going to try to build something around this one. So this one, you know, if I can get it to focus up. You hit your opponent. It goes to their turn. Their Pokemon is poisoned. And instead of taking 1 damage counter, 10 damage, it takes 16 or 160 damage. Yeah. So your opponent has to decide, are they going to retreat their card? Are they going to leave it in the spot knowing it's going to take another 160 damage on the next turn? So 320 damage, almost a guaranteed knockout. So yeah, I'm gonna play around with all the cards I got today and see what I can't build. But I'm gonna take the one I already have built to an event today and see if I can't win a couple rounds with it. But other than that, I might be on again this afternoon. I've been streaming some TCG Shop Simulator just because I enjoy the game. But yeah, I think I want to try and make this an every Saturday thing. I might not. Sunday. It's Sunday, not Saturday. I might not be able to open cards every Sunday, but I'm going to go in here and do something. Maybe we'll build some decks together. No, I haven't modded it. It's just the base game. I've seen people on here playing and they have Pokemon cards instead of the default cards. But yeah, I want to thank you, Wibbly. I want to thank you for coming in and talking to me, and to the people that have been sitting silently in the back. Thank you as well. I do enjoy the lurkers. Nice. I just got the Pokemon mod that adds them and keeps the base game. That's awesome. But yeah, I'm going to get off here. I can hear my kids rummaging in the back trying to find something to eat for lunch, so I'm going to get them set up. And you enjoy your Sunday, and hopefully I'll see y'all here again. And until next time, have a good one.